All right, here we go. Here to see the #1 speedrunner. My blood pressure can't do it anymore, Mr. Makuna. I can't do it anymore. I gotta wait for them to update the game some more before I do that. But I do need to open up a little word pad here. Actually, just let me go straight into Mobalytics, actually. All right, make a build. Rex EDC. So let's see here. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm not speedrunning this game anymore. I'm going to wait for grinding gear games to maybe make some changes. If they make some, like, for example, like this zone needs to be deleted out of the game. This zone is going to have to be deleted. I mean, honestly, just look at this. Look at how the zone is designed. This is definitely not acceptable in any way. I actually can't even walk forward. Needs to be deleted out of the game for sure. I don't know. I can't even move forward here. Let's just put on some gear here. It's going to be way easier to play this game not speedrunning it. Oh, man. I'm dead again, unfortunately. I don't have any, there we go. I got a health potion, thank God. All right. We made it to the second room. That's impressive. There we go. Now we will have level 3 gems. I'm actually going to make notes of everything that I've learned so far. So now we have Essence Drain. And now we have Contagion level 3. So Volcano will go here, and Essence Drain will go here. I think here Unleash is super good on Contagion. And then we can res the dead. Rax never dies. Oh, I die in Grim Tangle, buddy. That's for damn sure. But now he should be okay-ish. Should be okay-ish. Oh. 25 extra life. That's beautiful. I don't even have a helmet. Let's take a helmet. Would be good. We can even fight this boss here to get better stuff. Oh, those hits stun? Okay, very nice. Nice, we don't have a pair of gloves. Let's throw those on. Those are the worst chest piece I've ever seen in my life. What's up, Neon? What's up, Javi? Happy Taco Saturday. Tacos. I made the decision last night that we're going to go on another attempt to majorly cut weight, see if we can hit a new PB. So, no more coffee for no more. I'm not going to drink. There's only 2 drinks that I'm allowed to have. Water. And there's a local place that makes really healthy smoothies. They make fruit and vegetable smoothies. I absolutely love them. They're super good for you. They don't add any sugar or anything like that into them. That's it. No coffee. No candy. No desserts. I'm going to cut out pretty much every single carb except every once in a while we can have a tortilla. And of course we can have rice. Rice is allowed. That's it. I'm pretty much just going to eat a lot of grilled chicken. And unfortunately, I'm also going to be eating grilled salmon. I don't want to, but I'm going to force myself to eat some grilled salmon as well. I hate salmon, but we eat it anyway. Coffee is an appetite suppressant. Why would you stop drinking coffee unless you load it up with milk and sugar? I don't. I don't know. Maybe coffee is okay. I thought about keeping coffee. Maybe coffee is okay. You want to know what's the honest truth? It doesn't matter. Even if I got coffees that were loaded with milk and sugar, it would make no difference because I never drink it anyway. When I get if I get a large coffee, it is a miracle if I drink half of it. I usually just kind of sip on it. Like, the average amount of the coffee that I drink is 1/4 of a cup per day. So that doesn't really matter at all. What are we making? I'm going to make an Essence Strain Contagion guide, and this time I'm actually going to play it instead of just speedrunning it. We got our time down to 53 minutes, but that's 53 minutes doing everything, including Freythorn. Which is okay, but not great. I could get my time so much lower, but I don't want to. It's not worth it. I get so angry at the state of the game. I'm I'm gonna let Grinding Gear Games work on the game a little bit before I start speedrunning it. Particularly in Act 1 is what I'm talking about. Particularly in Act 1. So we could go Swift Affliction here. That would be a big damage increase for the boss. Get a calorie counting app and use AI to count the calories. I also have a membership at a really, really nice gym. I need to be going there way, way more. Gonna do that as well. It's gonna be good. I don't really technically have to. I already reached my weight goal from my doctor, but I'm just doing it. Just doing it just because it'll make me feel better on a day-to-day basis. Just feel better when I wake up. That's exactly right, Boiler. How you doing, buddy? So I'm thinking for sure the first support gem on Contagion is Unleash. And the reason why is it just puts two of them up. It's simple as that. So you can't really... It completely eliminates the idea that you can fat finger it. Unless you like totally Helen Keller it. You can't really miss with Unleash. So that's probably the first support I'm going to recommend in all situations. And then I think the second support is going to be Swift Affliction for Essence Drain, because that just gives you a single target delete button. Let me write down some notes here. Buy a white talisman is another thing that we need to do here. We're going to turn this into a beautiful, super giga detailed guide. I appreciate the idea, Goof. Let's definitely compete, but I don't have a particular number in mind. We can just compete for fun. You don't owe me anything. Okay, she's dead. Let's go. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I never found the other one. Okay. Okay, we got some yellow bracers. You want to know what's the super disappointing thing about playing a caster in Act 1? The main problem to me is the only way you get stronger is with weapons or an amulet. There's nothing that actually makes you any stronger except for those items. Whereas when you're playing crossbows, it's your crossbow, it's both of your rings, and it's your gloves, and it could potentially even be your amulet. It's everything. I think this is one of the big problems with like this. If I got this for my crossbow guy, would be a god tier upgrade. And this is borderline actually nothing. Evasion rating sucks. Fire res is good, and everything else here is pretty useless. I'd almost rather have just 10 life, 10 lightning res. Like, this is the problem with early game sorcerer itemization. What do I have here? 31 chaos damage, 7 int. Oops. There, okay. Okay, I just got the actual greatest thing ever. And it even has a socket on it. So that's god tier. And I also just got the next godliest thing ever. All right, these guys are going to get absolutely cooked now. Okay, now my guy is an actual god. My guy is an actual god now. I think I'll just throw this in there too. So I just need a regal orb. Yeah, this is over now. Now my guy is a psycho. I was very lucky. Usually don't get that good as shit. So now, as you can see, they die instantly. There's nothing they can do about it. My DPS just skyrocketed. What I need now, direly, are 2 regal orbs. I need regal. That's a godly drop right there. This is the season mechanic. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a regal out of this. No, we can get a whetstone. I'll take that. That's good. This is literally as powerful as you could ever pray to be. So I think now we go Zenith, probably. Probably Zenith here. This only applies to hit damage, so that doesn't really help me that much. I think it's just Zenith. Could go Unleash as well. Let's go Zenith for sure. Yeah, I already have 70 DPS. I have 70 DPS on my Essence Strain in like the 4th zone. That's an insane amount of damage. So now we're mega chilling. Chain is good for quality of life. What tier of support is Chain? Oh yeah, look how strong I am. This is insane. This is like the reward here is a regal. That's what we wanted. Nice. I have way too much damage here. This is like stronger than the crossbow people at this point. Unless they obviously hit a miracle crossbow. Oh! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, man. Actually unbelievable. This is the actual Bis wand. That's actual Bis. Jesus. Okay, well, I could probably just kill them just with contagion. I'm so powerful, I just cast contagion. Probably enough to kill them and spread on its own. I don't even need a trigger. I can honestly say that's, I don't think that's ever happened to me in a run ever. I've never hit the three bis affixes in the first 3 out of the first 3 ever. Look, that's just a contagion. The contagion kills them all. Okay. Damn. We could regal. So we should have very good damage here. He threw the ultimate at the top there. I had to roll backwards there. I'm in. Okay. This is some giga unethical damage. Yeah, this is a... We probably use this wand until Act 3. Okay, well... Okay. Well, okay then. I guess we could always ID this and look for +1 chaos spells. You just tuned in. What is this damage? Yeah, it's... This is enough damage to kill the dinosaurs. So I'm gonna get an exalt here. I could exalt my wand again. I guess cast speed would help as a suffix, which is probably... I'll probably get a suffix. If I get another prefix, then damage as extra something. Mana regen, that's kind of a brick, so at least we brick something. It's fine. Not going to replace this wand for a while, so I'm very interested in getting it to full power here. Somehow my bolt didn't hit the enemy. Not really sure how. There we go. Another support. So on contagion, could go zenith again. Think about going zenith again. I think we just go zenith again, right? I could do prolonged duration, but that doesn't really help me. It's either swift affliction. Maybe swift affliction. Or zenith. Lucifist, the captain, Boiler. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. And Gwenny, did I say that right? Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Okay, let's let all those guys die. 10% more chaos damage acquired. Okay. So this, we can just straight up... I don't even need Volcano anymore. This is not going to help me anymore. I got way too much damage to worry about Volcano. Look at my damage. Why did he do another attack after he shrank? Don't think this helps me, but let's see. We could do Unearth, that's fine. It said that I needed Dex to get a support gem that I was thinking about cutting. Is that an elite? Let's kill these elites because they might give me... They might give me something good. If the speedrunners deem that it's worth it to kill the elites, then it's worth it for us to kill the elites. It's as simple as that. Perkle, how you doing, buddy? That is a good idea, Loco. The godliest thing about the wolf is you can't be tripped. Okay, the contagion will kill them all for sure. Now, what I like to do here, if I can, is I really like to try to find the crop circle. Because the crop circle gives you a level 4. Crop circle gives you a level 4 gem. Okay, they're all dead. So it looks like the crop circle is going to be on the other side, potentially. Here it is. I'm going to purposely wait till they spawn and then unleash them. Adios, amigo. So I think we go... I want this to be at level 5, so let's put Contagion at level 4. Might be a little bit of a damage loss right this very moment, but if I only get one level 5 gem, well, I'm guaranteed to get one from killing the Executioner. If that's the only level 5 gem I get, then I want it to go on Essence Drain, which means I have to put that one. Okay, I get it. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's res our friends. Let's poison one of them and then kill him. And now they're all dead. Okay, so now what we can do is now we can go back where we were and go to the right and go to Freythorn. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Lord Zero. Let's very quickly... I usually don't do this. I'm going to make an executive decision. Let's go here for two things. First of all, let's sell all this useless... by the way, I'm supposed to ID all this stuff. This is way better than mine. Sell everything. And then I should have a regex, but I don't have one. So let's search for movement. I'm so glad I came back. That was amazing. And what I really wanted was that. Okay. So now we can go forward to Freythorn. So now I have an extra 20% spell damage for free. If I get boxed into a corner, I have so much damage, I can just fight my way out of it before they kill me. I think I'm doing very good on my XP here, so... I'm gonna let these guys purposely come on up here. Oh, I'm already... Wait, I'm already level 12? Oh, I'm way too high of a level. I don't need to be 12 by now. Pretty sure... Okay, we can see the final area right there. So that's nice. We already found 2 of them. So somewhere right here should be the next thing. Looks like it's up there. There, they should all be dead. There's no way they can survive. I'll take a greater mana flask. This is the level 11 zone, so we're giga over leveled here. It's a hell of a lot better to be over leveled than under leveled, though. I also need to ID this beautiful hat. This hat looks really good. Probably going to be way better than mine. Level 4 skill gem. That's excellent. That is excellent. I need that. It makes me a lot stronger. Alright, I'm actually extremely powerful right now. Okay, okay. My guy is John Wick. It's probably the most powerful Act 1 character I ever had. There's nothing they can do. I guess they could one-shot me. I'm still... I mean, I have almost 300 effective HP in Freythorn. That's very high. Now what I can do is I can checkpoint here and run south. And this is the final area. This is extremely unethical damage. Res the dead, summon the ritual. Adios, amigo. Absolutely deleted. And now we're getting even stronger because now we have Withering Presence, which is actually helpful for us. I guess let's just take the free ID, but I need some. Let's get some scrolls of wisdom going here. I don't even know why I'm checking these. There's almost no chance in hell that they're better than mine. Do I still have a stupid medium life flask? Maybe I could buy... Oh, also a medium. Yeah. Guess I'll go kill myself. For mind game. Okay, I got no clue where to go. Let's try up. Dead end. Another greater mana flask. Don't know where to go. So we just kind of make it up as we go. I might be dead here. Now we have this super good node. That looks like a dead end. This looks like a dead end. Alright, here we go. Can this guy one-shot me with 352 effective HP? I mean, I would like to think the answer is no, but I've been wrong before. We'll sell that. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to get a guaranteed level 5 from that. Let's just grab it right now while we can. And I believe in order to use the level 5, I need one more level. Yes. So I only need one more level. What is all this purple goo? This is Essence Drain Contagion. God. We apply chaos damage to the enemies. And then they all die. A support gem, not bad. Okay. There is my other level 5 skill gem that I wanted. These guys are hitting me for 1 trillion every single attack. Never skipping a support gem. Level 5 Contagion, level 5 Essence Drain. So now we are even stronger. Probably want to go over here for this chaos damage, but I might just pick up the cast speed. Because there's 2 nice cast speed nodes right here. Cast speed, kind of an underrated stat. What's up, Textasy? What's up, PVT? Costa? Yeah, we're making a chaos build. Grinding Gear Games has said this multiple times. I've heard them say this in multiple interviews, that they are not happy with chaos damage and they're going to rework it, but it sounds like what they're planning to do is buff it. So when they buff it, it's going to be like the greatest thing ever. So I want to make sure that I have a build guide super up to date for how chaos damage works right now. So that way when they buff it, I can just edit my guide and be like, all right, now this guide actually fries. So this looks... It definitely looks wrong. Is the manor up this way? Okay, I don't have to kill anything in here. I'm a very high level. So I'm going to try this. This might get me killed. I'm going to try to run through this manor. Okay, I literally made it half of a room before I was instantly surrounded by 500 elites. They have definitely got to change this manor, man. This manor is giga overtuned. Yeah, I got diddied. Is that what they call it these days? Getting diddied? Yeah. Where is Candlemas? Is the $1 million question. That's the exit, but what I want is Candlemas. Actually, let me see something. This has never worked in the past, but if I go here and I get this checkpoint and I go back, I guess we can check, but Candlemas can't be over here, right? Yeah. So he could be before the bridge. It is possible. Ah, man, I felt like I had to sneeze there. Yep. Okay, here we go. This guy should get absolutely deleted. Sayonara. Another Exalt. Let's see if we can hit a prefix here. 15% damage as extra. Yeah, so how does this work? This? Nice. So it does actually work.
I will master the darkness.
180 DPS Essence Drain in Act 1. You will not see that hardly ever. Only way my guy could be stronger. Well, I guess if I had some Regals and some Exalts, I could actually make my gear fully rare. But the only way my guy could reasonably be stronger is to get a +1 all spells amulet. How many push-ups could I do if I tried right now? I don't know. Maybe like, this is a guess. Let's say 15, maybe. Maybe 15. I don't know. You can do 4. Not bad, not bad. I mean, if my life depended on it, I'm pretty sure I could do more than 15. Like if like tacos for life is at stake, maybe I could find a way to do 30. All right, how long have I been streaming for? Streaming for 47 minutes. But I did start in the Grellwood. So that's a few minutes. But overall, I have very, very comfortably gotten to this point. It was very comfortable. I don't know what we could do here. We could do... I don't know if this is worth it. Probably not. Well, Gianor, goodbye. It's too bad I've already phased him. Oh, nice. He got out of the... So what we want to do here is we want to get him centralized. And I think one of the best ways is actually to start him at the edge. You start him at the edge like this. And then you walk to the other side. You walk to the other side. And then when he's in the middle, now you go attack him. Damn, that's exactly what we didn't want. Too bad. Oh well. Oh, there was another one? Okay. Okay. Deleted. Yeah, Chris Daughtry. Yeah, I think nobody voted for him because everyone figured he would certainly advance. And so they voted for everybody else, and then people forgot to vote for him. So then he lost.
I found messages from the desert. From the Vastiri.
Dude, should we just YOLO this and see if we can get +1 spells? I got 7% spell damage. That's kind of useless, but... you know, could have been worse, I guess. I could have gotten actually nothing. Just grab everything, and then what I can do here is I can identify everything and then just sell it for money. Little money never hurt anybody.
The Countess has escaped with the beast.
Your DPS always sucks. Give you the TLDR. Are you asking me why did I do so much damage to that boss? I'm just trying to. Is that what you're asking me? You're asking me why I hit that guy so hard? Get a level 2 support here. So there is a camp here on the side that will always give you a level 2 support if you can find it. How do you hit harder? So first of all, every passive point that you spend in Act 1 should always be for damage. Pretty much the entire campaign. Speccing into defense is pretty much never the answer in the campaign. So 100% of the passive points should be on damage. And then it just depends on what build you're playing on how to scale your damage. If you're playing crossbows, for example, you need a very good crossbow with a lot of flat damage. If you're playing spells, you need a lot of spell damage. And the real moneymaker is spell levels. If you can get extra spell levels on anything, you have essentially beaten the game. So if you look at my gear, I have spell damage, chaos damage, 1 to all chaos spells, and extra fire damage. So my guy is Satan right now. See right here, if you're playing crossbows, we take a look at this. So we have one very good prefix, the flat fizz, and then the other prefix on it is accuracy, which is ultima giga dog shit. What we would want is either triple flat damage or double flat damage and then like increased elemental damage with attacks or something as the prefixes. We say prefixes because the prefixes are where all the flat damage rolls come from.
Up there, the leader of the pack. Wither away. So many corpses, so little time.
What are my predictions for the next league? Well, the next league might not be that grand
A roving village.
because
How clever.
they may be doing all of their work on the launch of the game. So I'm honestly not expecting it to be that grand. It might just literally be a reset. But maybe I'm wrong. But that would be my prediction. Is nothing too crazy. I would expect a lot of balancing things. I would expect Twister to get nerfed to shit. Maybe crossbows to get nerfed. Maybe Grand Expedition toned down, or maybe not. I don't know. Monkey nerf, I think for sure. Yeah. Will they nerf Arc Totems and Gemling? I would be shocked if they nerfed Gemling Legionnaire. Gemling Legionnaire, the entire purpose of the Ascendancy is to have really, really good quality powers, which is what they gave it. It should not be nerfed. It's the whole point of the Ascendancy. They literally just put all... They literally just... You know... Went through all the trouble to make the Gemling that good. It's not like broken OP. There's endgame builds as good, if not stronger than it. There's literally no reason to nerf Gemling Legionnaire. That should not occur. This is a big fight. Oh, never mind. Was gonna say this is a big fight. It's not, though. So we have better support gems, but I don't know. All right, let's get up here. Seem to have a very easy time with Contagion, just clearing all the trash. There's an elite there. The speedrunners always kill the elites. I guess it's because they have a high chance to drop yellows. I never seem to get anything from killing the elites, but I guess definitely when you're this powerful, when you can kill them in 2 seconds for a yellow, I guess it's worth it. Where is Chain on Essence Drain? Chain is probably really good. Yeah, we could go Chain. I guess the hit damage doesn't really matter. I guess you could cut Chain. And you could use Chain on Trash and then switch it for bosses. Switch it to Zenith. GGG is in the game, in the Gamescom sword. What's happening? What does that mean? Let's get some. They kill him to keep up with XP. Yeah, another valid reason. For sure.
Another corpse to serve me.
Shut your mouth, traitor! Burn, oppressors! Die, die,
I admire those who resist kindness.
This isn't the flask skill. This isn't the flask skill throwing. By the way. Oh, it isn't. This isn't the flask skill. You are absolutely right. This is indeed not the flask skill. You're absolutely right. That's because the competition ended a couple days ago, my friend. You are absolutely correct in the fact that this is not the flask skill. Rax is sad that it ended and he won't admit it. I suggested this more than once. I told the guys more than once, let's go again as a 4-man group. Let's just always party together and see if we can beat 15 and a half hours. And none of them were even remotely interested in that, it seemed. I suggested it twice. No one was playing along, so I stopped asking. I was ready to go again. We take the same concoctions, we just go as a team and see how fast we can do it. For 1.0, will we get new classes? Certainly could be. They have said that they what is going on? I'm holding a gem. They have stated that they will not launch the game with every class. It was just too much work. Too much work. So or they're just not ready to release them all. So we won't get all of them. But I think like at a minimum, because there's been so much rage about it, I think at the minimum we will get swords. I think at a minimum we get swords for sure. Because people have been raging so much that there aren't swords in the game. All these gamers have this fantasy of being a samurai, so... Oh my god, a yellow sapphire ring? Let's go, dude. Can I get some life and some other resistances? No life, no other resistances. This ring has been brought to you by Satan. Okay. Jamanra does lightning damage, and I do have 21% lightning res. I actually don't know where that comes from, just from some random rares, I guess. I always like to wait here because if you don't wait, then you have to run to the next thing and then revive at checkpoint. There, now she's with us. Okay. We are easily clearing everything with Essence Drain Contagion. There's nothing they can do about it. They're all dead back there. There's nothing they can do about it. Let's fight this boss. Let's see how this boss can do against us. I don't have the right supports in it, but we'll be okay. On. Take that. Grab the yeller belly. Level 20. We're heading towards some more damage. Okay. I went all the wrong ways. I'm crying. What's this build gonna be? Essence Drain Contagion. I'm gonna take this build to the max and see how powerful I can make it. Forgot, what is Arcane's strong box? Is that like jewels or something? Because researchers is currency, so this isn't currency. Kind of forgot what this even was. It appears to be absolutely nothing. Exalted Orb for sure. Okay. It's about time for us to switch to the other support for the boss. Take that. So here it is. We go like this. Okay, here we go. Jamanra, here we go. Yeah, researchers always open those because they're currency.
Is running away.
That's a 10 divine wand. Yeah, I have. This is better than mine. We need to keep checking though. We need an actual better wand than this. So let's see if we can get something even better. Gonna be very hard to do. But for example, +2 would be very good. So I have a GCP. Is there anything that I can do? We get Swift Affliction 2 at level 3. Let's see, what would we use our GCPs on? Essence Drain would give us... Am I looking at this correctly? The additional effects from quality for Essence Drain is nothing? Oh, here. 1 more second to its debuff. Like, are you actually fisting me? Okay, 1 second into 4, I guess. It's kind of okay. Contagion targets 2 additional enemies. I mean, this is way better. For 1.0, will they give us new acts in the campaign? Yes. We're definitely getting the full campaign. Definitely. So we'll get Act 5 and 6. So if I get one more... If I get one more... GCP... Then my contagion will hit an extra target. Which means it will spread everywhere and can't possibly miss. Okay. Oh, mace, talisman, spear, quarterstaff, one-handed mace. So all of this is useless to me. This is going to be a very good XP, though, I think. Is there a way to increase the spread range on Contagion? The only thing I could think of that might work is magnified area, but I don't know if that would be worth one of the support gems, to be honest. You loved the content with the with DM and Gazzy and Karn. Awesome, buddy. Did you guys like that? Did you guys like how we essentially all got in a Discord and just roasted each other for a couple of days? There's 33 spirit. That's interesting. Sad Patrol. Nice lyrics, Mr. Hatfield. Don't even try to tell me it's sad but true.
Death is my power to wield.
30% extra as chaos.
Corpse raiser. 'Quiet your tongue.
All right. So now we have this and this. Isn't there a +1 chaos thing up here? Yes, there is. That's very far away, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 clicks. 13 clicks for that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got to go for this first. Could also grab these 3 as well. In fact, it would have been smarter to go for these 3 first, if I'm being completely honest. So let's go for it now. So let's go for it now, then.
I'll unburden you.
Giant mana flask, we will keep that. You want to know what we could do? Since... Let's just... do I have an out? Where did all my alks go? And go controlled destruction, and then maybe controlled destruction, and then maybe considered casting is the thing we could do, maybe. 217. Just trying desperately to hit +1 to all spells. Let's just drop Unearth at this point. I don't think we need this anymore. Let's go ascend. Let's ascend to a new level.
Tradition's a meaningless drivel. But let's see what power is offered here.
I will serve. We have
Okay. It looks like the worst urn I've ever seen, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. There's new leaks from GTA.
Enjoying all this?
Thralland, Lucifist. Is Takota? Did I say that right? Great Plant Daddy Guide. You've had a blast and minimal issues. Easy. Great. You love to hear it. Great to hear. Appreciate you, buddy. This is fine. Can I turn on the audio for YouTube? Is it too low? You guys can't hear it? It is on. I turned it up. Let me know if that's better. It's supposed to be very, very it's supposed to be very quiet. But I did turn it up. It was on, but apparently it was too quiet. Wow. Wow. Another godly wand. I don't think it's better than mine, though. It's definitely not better than mine. But it is quite godly.
a great challenge overcome.
What's up, I love beer? In general, this is supposed to be a very, very kind of low volume background noise stream. Unless I suddenly get one-shotted out of nowhere, I pretty much... If I get one-shotted out of nowhere, I scream to the high heavens. Other than that, I think we're mostly mega chilling around here. Guys, you want to hear something hilariously sad? In 9 days, I'm going to be 40 years old. 40. Jesus. Those are rookie numbers.
Good riddance.
Am I going to do anything special? Absolutely not. No, definitely not. You're going to be 50 on the 1st of September. 40 is the new 20. Have you guys, okay, not to be a Debbie Downer. It's not even necessarily a Debbie Downer, but have you guys seen like some of the AI simulations of just AI capabilities expanding over the next like 20 years? I don't know if you guys saw the interview where Elon said like at a certain point he thinks money is not going to have any value because all services that you would care about will be provided to you by AI for almost no money. It's like, okay, it's like kind of a funny thing to think about. But then now what people are doing is now they're starting to actually model the ascension of AI. And now it's actually seeming like it may be true. And so then the $1 million question is, if AI can do literally everything, if they can wash our clothes, cook our food, farm the fields, they are our military, they write all of our code. It's like the hierarchy of society might have to be like completely reclassified. Because right now it's like, well, it's like, you know, you have people work the jobs. People are doctors and janitors and mechanics and da 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 da, this and that and this and that and this and that. But if those are all done by AI and AI is just better at everything than humans, AI performs 30 surgeries a day. They can do, you know, a heart transplant perfectly with perfect precision, da 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 da, in a tenth of the time. You know, there's no need for doctors anymore. It's just like, there will be some human jobs probably, but the whole society, this whole societal hierarchy might have to be completely reimagined, or maybe there isn't a hierarchy. It might be a very, very rare thing to have a job.
Is my power to wield.
Swift magnificence.
Anyway, you don't have to take my word for it, but people are actually starting to model out how it could eventually happen, and it's kind of terrifying and fascinating at the same time. I think so, anyway.
And die.
Out for this land.
it would take decades and decades and maybe even 100 years to implement that into society. I understand where you're coming from with that idea. I think it's going to come way faster than that, like significantly faster.
Power awaits me, as expected.
I mean, Tesla already has like a million robo taxis in Austin, Texas, driving people around for almost nothing. Are we bashing AI? Not bashing it, just talking about it. You have 2 kids, so you're so worried about their lives. I don't have any kids, but if I did have kids, I would be massively encouraging them to study everything and pursue a degree in AI. That's the only way I could guarantee that they would have a job. I would be vehemently pushing them toward a degree in AI. Right, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want I don't really know if I want any of this, really. I guess this? I don't know. I don't really want any of that, to be honest. Kind of shitty first ascendancies. I can't, there's no way I have the mana regen to keep up with Unholy Might. Prada, what's up, buddy? What's on the build menu? So I'm trying to launch Prada. I'm trying to launch like in November or December, whenever the game actually launches. I'm trying to have, I have plants, obviously. I have Arc Totems totally done. And now I'm working on a Chaos build. I might just build regular Essence Drain Contagion, which I know is not like, it's not the greatest. It's not the absolute pinnacle endgame build. It's just like a decent league starter. But I think they're going to massively buff chaos damage. So I want to be ready for when they do that. And then I'm probably going to do a minion build. And those will be the 4 builds I launch with. Prada, have you seen any, or have you seen my Arc Totem guy? Have you seen what Arc Totems looks like in the endgame? It's might be the dumbest thing ever. Have you ever gotten a sniff of my Arc Totem build? I can log over and show it to you real quick if you haven't seen it. It's stupidly powerful. Does 26.2 million damage a second. You've seen it, yeah. So my character does 26.2 million a second in POB, but you could get a lot stronger than my guy. My guy's not perfect. You can probably get to like, I don't know, maybe 32 million. Do I think the gemling quality will survive? Yeah, people keep asking me this. Like, okay, imagine you're an architect, right? And the town asks you to build a bowling alley. That's the first death ever on this character. I got surrounded and murdered. The town asks you to build a bowling alley. Okay, so then you build a bowling alley. And then they're like, you want to know what? Actually, I don't think we wanted a bowling alley. You want to tear that down. Instead, build us an arcade. So you're like, oh, you want me to tear it down and make an arcade? Yeah, do that. And then you make the arcade. They're like, well, I hate to say this, but actually, we don't want the arcade either. Can you make it like a billiard room now? And then the architect is literally just sitting there wide-eyed, like, you just paid me to like redo this thing like 3 times. So Gemling Legionnaire was not an ascendancy that was played. So Grinding Gear Games had the idea, let's make quality of gems really interesting and powerful so people might want to play Gemling Legionnaire. And then they build it and it works and people like it and it's cool. And then the very next patch, oh, yeah, the quality thing that everyone likes and was really cool that we were trying to build, that we built successfully. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Or let's nerf the shit out of it. And let's do something else. It actually makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? So no, they should not nerf the structure of Gemling Legionnaire. They finally made something really cool that people like. You should go for the shit that nobody plays, that everybody hates. I'm going to be so unimaginably disappointed if they nerf Gemling Legionnaire, man. There just ain't no way. If I was at the Grinding Gear Games board meeting and we're deciding what to do for next season, if someone said, let's change Gemling Legionnaire again, I would give them the most severe bitch slap ever, then HR would fire me, but it would be worth it. I completely agree with you, Prada. Exactly. Like, does Gemling Legionnaire have a single build that is actually at the pinnacle of PoE 2? I mean, pinnacle is like Temporalis teleporting around, one-shotting everything, usually with self-casted spells. Like, I guess maybe you could build that on Gemling, but a lot of the like the cast on crit comet builds that are like the best in the actual game, they're not Gemling Legionnaire. I don't know why I can't finish this. Grinding Gear Games and just video, like, if something like the Temple needs to be nerfed, right? The Temple was printing 400 divines a run. That needs to be nerfed and fixed. But besides stuff like that, I really wish companies would get out of this mindset of everything cool and interesting that people like, let's nerf it. Like I understand that you have to do it at some degree to get the power creep out of your game. I understand the dynamics perfectly. I've been doing this my entire life. I get it. But I still think it's just everything in general is over nerfed, over corrected, gutted constantly, and I really wish they would stop doing that.
Picking up a signature. You know what to do.
Pit graves and necromancers. This place just gets better and better.
Nerf plants buff twister. Okay. Diablo 4 has the worst class balance ever. Diablo 4 needs to remove 5 or 6 zeros from their game. The numbers of the game make no sense. So, like, when I don't think people understand the difference between hitting for 3.2B versus 3.2T. Like, people are just kind of playing and they just don't even notice the difference in how many orders of magnitude can be different about these builds. You're a 65 gemling. What level would you switch to spell totems? I would not switch to spell totems until you have you're gonna need a decent wand, at least +3 lightning levels with some good spell damage. And then you also want a scepter with a very high level of spirit. When I say high, I mean, what's the number? At least 165, I believe, is the number. Need 165 spirit on your scepter. And then you'd also want a couple of spell levels on your amulet, at least 2, if not 3. And then another extremely helpful thing to buy before you switch is the jewel that lets you start at the Templar path, or whatever it's called, the Templar, the Marauder path that I have in the guide. That jewel, at least a +3 lightning wand, at least a +2 amulet, and a scepter with at least 165 spirit on it. If you have those 4 things, you can switch. If you don't, then keep playing crossbows. Yeah, split personality, that one. If you have all of those things, I would say you can respec right now. Even at 65, but I have played ARPGs for a long time. Like, I am a dinosaur at this point. So I've made a billion build guides for people at this point in a bunch of different games, right? I can tell you by far the number one mistake that people make in ARPGs, easily number one, very far ahead of second, is when they have a leveling build. They have a leveling build that's working and they respec to the endgame build too early. It's definitely the number one mistake. If you're level 65 and your crossbow build is working, like you have a good crossbow and you're killing shit, I would keep farming another 5-10 levels with it, because 5 or 10 more passive points will help you when you switch. It's a famous saying, don't fix what ain't broken. If your crossbow build or whatever you're leveling as your gemling is working, then start deleting some maps quickly until you respec. How good are grenades in the end game? I don't know. I will say, so I'm like the number one hater of grenades in PoE 2. I don't know anyone who hates them more than me. I really don't like them at all. I will say grenades start to feel a hell of a lot better in the end game. When you get your cooldown reduction, or yeah, when you get the cooldowns, you can spam them, and you get the lower detonation time when they just start detonating right when you shoot them. It definitely does feel a hell of a lot better. It's like almost unrecognizable to how it feels in Act 1. So eventually they are kind of tolerable to play. But I don't ever plan to make an actual endgame grenade guide. I don't like the archetype at all. Yeah, there is one consideration about respecking, which I don't think matters that much, but it is a consideration. The earlier you respec, the cheaper it is gold-wise. Like, the difference between respecking at 60 and 80 is like 1 to 200,000 gold. So, I mean, you can just farm it. It doesn't matter. One of those unique maps with the buried pirate treasure will pay for your respec, so it doesn't really matter. But well, it says there's I'm gonna ask Jonathan something. Let me send Jonathan a message. I have an idea for the game. Here's an idea for PoE 2. All right, I just typed Jonathan like 3 paragraphs, but what I was essentially saying to him was I'm doing a lot of different mechanics playing So I've talked to Jonathan about kind of like the guts of PoE 2 and how it works. And so PoE 2 has a lot of like checks or flags that it looks for. Like, for example, I was talking to him about like monsters spawning out of bounds in different mechanics, or monsters not even spawning out of bounds, but monsters spawning up a cliff that's not on the same plane as the event. And he said there's a lot of flags and checks that they have built that they insert to like different events to make it so this doesn't happen. So, you know, I was helping give him ideas on more checks and flags for the game to make it, you know, less stupid, right? So one thing that I'm noticing playing this game is there's a lot of different mechanics in PoE 2 that have like one monster remaining that prevent you from finishing it. And like sometimes a remnant guy will burrow underground, or an abyssal guy will run 3 screens away and you have no idea where he is and you're trying to kill the last guy to advance the crack or whatever. So it's like I essentially told him if him and the team could brainstorm another kind of check to put into events where if the event has been engaged and it has gone idle, like as a random example, no enemy has been damaged in the event for 10 seconds. That would be a situation where, okay, you start the event, you fight. Okay, you killed all but one monster, and now you're kind of looking around. You're like, where the fuck is the last guy? Like, I cannot find him. And then, again, whatever solution he wants, but something like the monster tries to engage the player, or the monster tries to move to the centralized location of the event, wherever he is. Like if it's an abyss, after a few seconds, if everybody's dead and it's like idle and the monster hasn't been damaged, the monster has the propensity to move toward the center or something. Like Jonathan, you just got to like give him the idea and then he'll make it how he wants to make it. You don't have to like, you know, give him the Taj Mahal, but that's essentially, I think that's one very annoying thing that happens in a lot of PoE 2 events. So I was explaining to him if he could make like a check for the events to like move things along. If it's very clear that we've done most of the event and something is preventing us from going forward, a little assistance would be nice. So we'll see what he says, but Jonathan usually loves talking about this stuff, so we'll see what he says about the idea. This is not hardcore. I'm just leveling builds to make you guys guides right now, so I'm just testing what I've made so far, and so far it's working swimmingly. I'm trashing the campaign pretty damn easily right now. Except for these spiders that are murdering me. You can't complete the map? What do you mean? Can't complete what map? Oh, you found another problem. I see what you're saying. You're saying you ran into another bug? Do /bug and report it. /bug report, and then just /bug and then type what the bug is. Sekula, I stopped playing on my shaman. I haven't played on my shaman in a long time. I have a new main. My new main is my warlock because the guild needed more warlocks, so I'm a warlock now. I'm going to show everybody actually this week, I'm going to show everybody what real damage is. I'm going to show them. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII for me was the greatest video game ever. And believe me, I'm a loser. I played a lot of them. I have played a lot of games, my friends. Yeah, I have many Final Fantasy VII save files with 999999 on the timer. I have many save files. You want to know what was one of the saddest playthroughs I ever did? When you get to the very end of the game, you get an item that lets you place a save point, right? And wouldn't you know it, there is like an exact pixel in the crater where if you put your save point like right below this place where you climb up a pole, your game is soft locked forever because this save point blocks the pole to climb back up to get out of the crater, so you can never play again. So I was doing a full playthrough, you know, my 10,000th one. And I got to the crater and I put, you know, I wanted to put the save point by the pole so I could, you know, easily go back up if I wanted to go play in the gold saucer or go kill emerald or ruby weapon. And then I couldn't get my character to climb up the damn pole because all my character would do is just save. I was like, what the fuck? And so I went to the internet and I go, has anybody ever had this? I was like, what do you do if you put the save point on top of the pole right here? And I got like a Reddit thread and they said, yeah, whatever you do, don't put your save point right here. If you do it, you're soft locked forever. And I mean, it didn't matter. It was like my 40th playthrough ever. It was like, you would think I wouldn't care, but it literally ruined my day. I was like, oh my God, I was about to go play so many gold saucer games and go kill emerald and ruby weapon. I was gonna get my perfect stat gold chocobo and go kick Teoth's ass, the black chocobo that races in the races. I was like, yo, I was going to play this all weekend and I literally lost my entire save file. I was so sad. Do I think Final Fantasy VII is better than Claire Expedition 33? I think Final Fantasy VII is the greatest video game of all time. I think it's better than all of them. Yes. But Expedition 33 was one of the greatest games ever. It's a god tier game. But if you make me pick any game or Final Fantasy VII, I'll pick Final Fantasy VII every single time. It's the best video game ever. I have everything, right? Retrace the legendary or Bala's. What do you... Did I do everything? I killed the Titan. I killed the Master. Oh, I know. Oh, I know what the problem is. Oh, I know what the problem is. I left to go do Trial of Suck My Ass. I forgot. It's the one in Keth. This is where I need to go. Oh, son of a... God damn it. Yeah, so for me, I really liked Red Dead Redemption 2. I really liked the game. The problem for me is I hate Westerners. I hate everything about it. The cowboys, the cowboy hats, the horses, the stirrups, the boots, the pork and beans. I hate everything about it. I think Westerners are just the lamest shit ever. So the fact that I liked Red Dead Redemption with it being a Westerner is incredible. It just shows you how great the game really is, because I think that's literally the lamest. I think it's the lamest era or culture ever. I'm a super hater of Westerners. Yeah, I think Elden Ring is one of the greatest games ever. The thing for me on Elden Ring is my experience was nothing short of absolutely ruined because I streamed it. Because I had never played any Souls game before. And all I heard the entire time was people complaining that I was either the worst player ever, or then when I started one-shotting all the bosses, then they said, well, the only reason why you're winning is because you have a good weapon. But then they'd say, don't worry, Malekith will 100-0 you, and then I kill him. Oh, Millennia will murder you, and then I kill her. It was just... I've never fired up a stream before and had so much. It's like the toxicity was there before I even hit play, before I even swung a sword, before I even loaded into the game. The Souls community there was... It was weird. No one was streaming Elden Ring, and people told me it was one of the greatest games ever. So I decided to stream it when no one was doing it, when we had some downtime for fun. So I thought the Souls community would be really happy to have, oh, here's somebody streaming the game that I can watch. Hey, cool. Oh, welcome to Elden Ring. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, I spent 4 years on my stream welcoming people to Diablo 3 and teaching them. I don't ever insult them when they arrive. But no, everyone was so... I don't think it had anything actually to do with me. They were just ready to be toxic no matter what. I was just thinking to myself, like, man, you guys, like, in real life, you guys must be miserable. Like, if this is how you conduct yourself, like, if you actually have just, I don't get, what is it even? Is it hatred? You guys have hatred, like, for people that play this game, or what? I don't even get it. I've literally never played before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to save. I don't know how to summon my horse. I've never even played a Souls game. I don't even understand how boss combat works. Like, it's a foreign concept to me.
Show me your secret.
But I don't get it. You're watching people who play these games, but you hate them. But I don't know. Like, it was weird. I couldn't figure it out. I still haven't figured it out. Did I like the game? I thought Elden Ring was one of the best games ever. I love it. God tier game. So I played Elden Ring And people, here's the thing that happened, okay? I did not look up any guides, nothing. I just fired up Elden Ring. And I was just walking around randomly. And if you guys know Elden Ring, very close to the start of the game, if you happen to go south, there's a boss portal. And if you kill that boss, he's like pretty difficult for the start of the game, right? If you kill that boss, he gives you, what's it called? What's the double swingy sword called? Let me think. What's it called? The two-hander that's... What's it? I can't remember its name. I keep wanting to call it Blood Maw Blade, but that's the sword that drops off of Gruul. I can't remember. Bloodhound Fang. What did I call it? What did I say? Blood Maw? Okay, I was close, right? What did I call it? Blood Maw? Bloodhound Fang. Thank you. Thank you. That. You'll never believe this. I fired up Elden Ring. I have no clue what to do. Don't know where to go. I ran south and I just ran to that boss portal. And everyone's like, go in, go in, go in. And that boss, like when you start, by the way, I let chat vote on my starter class and they had me start on the character that starts at level 0. That's how much they hated me. So I was starting at level 0, never played before. I walked down and I was fighting that boss. I just happened to walk over there. That's just where I went. And I started to fight that guy and he was murdering me. I'm like, oh my God. This guy's impossible. And they're like, well, Rax, you're supposed to start not with the guy that starts at level 0. You're supposed to actually have a weapon. And you've never fought a Souls boss in your life before. This is your first one. Not exactly the warmest welcome possible. So he killed me a couple of times. And I'm really not sure how I can fight this guy. He's tough for me. Anyway, I kept trying and I killed him. I killed him after a couple of tries. I was like, oh, I got him. I think half the chat was shocked. They're like, oh my God, you killed him at level 0. I was like, okay. And then he dropped Bloodhound Fang. And I was like, okay, well, this is my weapon. Like, is this good? I don't know. Do we use this? And then the chat was spamming 2 different things. The first half the chat was spamming, that weapon is God tier. You won't replace that till the very end of the game. Like, that's so awesome that you have that sword, Rax. I can't believe that you walked over there and got it. And the other half was like, oh my God, Rax is using the titty streamer weapon. He looked up a guide and he went straight over there. Oh my God, this playthrough is ruined because he has Bloodhound Fang. Everyone knows that weapon's 1,000 times better than any other weapon. I hate this guy. Da, da, da. I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever been playing a game where a single drop has polarized the chat so much. So anyway, I played Bloodhound Fang, and when I got Bloodhound Fang, I mean, the game just became so much easier. I just started destroying everything pretty much. And then we did the Volcano Manor thing where you fight the snake, and then I got Blasphemous Blade. And that was actually just stupidly broken. They're like, oh my God, of course. Rax goes from Bloodhound Fang to Blasphemous Blade. And then when I got Blasphemous Blade, that just actually started trivializing the entire game. So that was my Elden Ring playthrough. So then I beat Elden Ring fairly easily when I got Blasphemous Blade. Everything became pretty free. And then they announced that there was going to be the Elden Ring DLC. And so then I said, okay, now that I know what a Souls game is, now I'll play the Elden Ring DLC. And then people were talking a bunch of shit to me and saying, oh, you think you're hot shit because you killed Millennia quickly, da da da. You had Blasphemous Blade. I bet you're going to use Blasphemous Blade the entire expansion and cheat again and da 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 da. You suck, you piece of shit. The Elden Ring DLC will probably be super difficult and you're going to get farmed on the first boss. I was like, okay, you guys just always say the same things no matter what happens. But I made chat a promise. I said, okay, I'll make you a deal. When the DLC launches, I have Blasphemous Blade. It's my weapon. The first weapon I find, the very first one that I find, I'll get rid of Blasphemous Blade. I won't use it. The whole expansion. So the Elden Ring reviews came out right before the reviews were coming out. And people were saying, like, this is maybe the hardest Souls game ever. Like, the Elden Ring DLC is outrageously difficult from the people that got to play it. Like the actual, not the gaming journalists, the actual players. And I was like, oh, I'm excited. This is going to be great. So then I logged into the expansion and it seemed to be way harder than regular Elden Ring. And I made the promise I cannot use Blasphemous Blade anymore. So I played a little bit, and then I got a sword, I don't know what's the right way to, how do you say the name? A rapier, the little fast little stabby sword. I found one called Milady. And I was like, all right, this looks like just a normal ass sword. I just found it in the expansion, and I promised that I would switch. So I switched to Milady, and I don't know, there was like kind of nothing remarkable about it. It was just, you know, just a good little sword. I don't know. I like the moveset for the sword. I can dig it, and did pretty good. And then I pretty much proceeded to just kind of raffle stomp the entire expansion. I never changed. I just used Milady the whole time. Took me 30 tries to kill Prime Radon. No summon, of course. And then no one was talking shit to me. No one said anything. When I killed Prime Radon, I said, what do you guys have to say to me now? I just killed him in 30 tries with Milady. What do you have to say to me now? You see how many posts are on Reddit screaming that they got a refund because the game was too hard? Where are you pussies now? It was funny, though. Later on, they, like, the really good Elden Ring players, they put out, like, a tier list of, there's, like, 150 weapons in the expansion. They put out a tier list of every weapon and how good it is, like 1 to 150, 1 being the best. And Milady was ranked like the 11th best weapon in the entire expansion. So I was like, oh God, thank God they didn't know that in the beginning. I didn't know that. I just picked up the damn sword. I'm like, okay, this sword seems pretty good. Yeah, I'll just use this sword, whatever. It was great, actually. So if you guys ever do a playthrough of the Elden Ring expansion, try Milady, and you get it right at the beginning. Very good. Big recommend. a few more days until the live stream. What live stream are we talking? What's happening in a few days? Gamescom, right? Or what's happening in a few days? Wait, am I missing something? Did I gain any subs at least? Oh, if I don't stream ARPGs, I always lose subs. Always. I have my Prime Radon kill with Milady on my YouTube channel. I killed Radon on like the second day. 30 tries. Grinding Gear Games has a stream on the 27th. Oh. Yeah, if you watch my Prime Radon kill with Milady, it was actually a very, very clean kill. I barely got hit at all. I finished the fight with like, I think I finished with like 4 or 5 flash charges still to heal myself. I didn't do it flawlessly, but I dodged 95% of his attacks. It was actually a pretty good kill. I think it was for obviously for the people that didn't get to see it ahead of time. I think it was one of the earlier Prime Radon kills. you had 2 Night and Flame swords. See, I got that sword eventually in Elden Ring, and people said that used to be like the godliest sword ever. Try it. And I tried it, and I thought it was, at least for the version of the game that I was playing, I thought it was way worse than Blasphemous Blade. I thought it wasn't even close. I thought Blasphemous Blade was way better. So I was like, is it just me, or is Blasphemous Blade 100 times better than this weapon? And they're like, well, they nerfed the shit out of it, Rax. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense, because there is absolutely no way that this is better than Blasphemous Blade. Blasphemous Blade is a ranged attack that costs almost no mana, that does 1 billion damage, that heals you to full. There's no way there's anything better than this. It's the most broken shit I've ever seen in my life. Blasphemous Blade also got nerfed. When they launched the expansion, they nerfed it. But I had already promised it before that happened that I would not use it. I only used it to farm a weapon, and then I got Milady, and I said, okay, I'm chilling. Milady it is. Holy, how many waves are there? Jesus! Satan. Jesus. Two to all spell skills. That's what I was looking for. I don't know if this is actually more damage. 40 life, 20 fire res. Definitely switching that. Can't use my body armor anymore. so now I need a new one of those. Unless this will solve it. There we go. That solves my problem.
Who goes there? You found it.
I will take this.
To rush.
I will definitely play No Rest for the Wicked. I love that game. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. I love Moon Studios, and I love that game. So I will definitely play. Dang, I've been 2 levels behind this whole time. Dang it. Let's see here. 238 versus 200. Okay.
No need to rush. Sans guides you.
Be right back. 1 second. All right. We ball. Hi, Liz. Liz, you remembered it's my birthday. Not today, but thank you. Liz, I got bad news for me. I'm going to be 40 years old. Holy shit, I'm a loser. Already. Oh. Okay, so we need to find the lightning buff, right? All dead. Okay, did we find the lightning thing? No, we did not. This is not it. You know, I think my mom and family all kind of hoped, seeing me as a young kid, that maybe one day I would grow out of playing video games. But here I am at 40, still blasting. The odds of me stopping are pretty much zero. The odds of me stopping are zero. Let's use this for this. All right. Is this it? Nope. We still haven't found the lightning buff. We have pretty much explored the entire zone at this point. Ow. Is that it? That might be it. Possibly. Could this be it? Yes. There we go. So now we have the buff. Now we need the exit. Let me see if there's an actual level 8 we could cut that would help us. Doesn't seem very good. I guess the exit could have been up there. I should have checked. Yeah, it was up there. Dang it. Okay, if I get one more level, we can get another buff. Good night, Grant. Have a good one, buddy.
Get back in your hole.
Oops.
Wither away.
How can I?
108 spell damage. If I would have hit plus
Your time.
2 or 3 to all spells, that would have been amazing. No, buddy, this is a
Off we go.
Here we go, guys. The most annoying zone out there, the Dreadnought. Dude, we should call it the Dreadnought.
Yes, yes, second. We all know you are very brave.
All right, there we go. We debuff, and then we kill. We need to switch this, by the way. Okay. That's one way to do it, I guess. Withered Wand. Wait. Hey, it looks like a wiener. That's good. Level 9 Chaos Bolt? Alright, so now we have this. It's a carrot, not a wiener. Trust me, buddy. I have a lot of experience here. That's a wiener. Yeah, they have a term for that in PoE1, proliferate. Proliferate is mucho el goodo. Dang, I have my I forgot to Jamanra.
before your king. For my people.
Well, I have very few healing potions for this next phase, so that's bad. Maybe it'll be nice to me and give me full flasks on the second phase. Nice, it does. I rolled, but just a millisecond too late. I've got to roll earlier than that. Next time we fight a boss, we'll actually have our single target ability, the totem. Yeah, we just slowly burned him down there. Don't have a curse yet. I probably should have had a curse. Can we already get the curses at level 8? Is there a curse for chaos damage? Not Ellie weakness. I gotta see if there's one for chaos.
I think it's time you confess.
Is there one for chaos? Is there like a wither curse or something? Despair. That sounds familiar. Yes. Should I use that if I can cut it? Despair is a level 9 gem, so you can't have it for yet. We will get it next act. Next act, we'll get it. Next act, we also get our single target abilities, so I'm gonna absolutely cook the next bosses. Act 3, boys. So we got Act 1 down, Act 2 down very easily. We're just kind of mega chilling, but I wrote down a bunch of notes for the build. We got to pick up Despair and our totem now. Then we'll do way more damage. I think 9 is 31. No, I think it's 31. Yeah, 31. All right, guys, I'm probably going to hang it up here. We're doing like these short little 3-hour streams right now, but pretty soon there's going to be endless streams, right? We're going to get... I might play a little bit of the new Diablo 4 season, even though it looks terrible, but I might try it. And then we will play, of course, the new last Epoch season. No Rest for the Wicked launches, PoE 2 launches. Maybe we get WoW Classic Plus. It's going to be great. So I promise at the end of the year, I'll make it up to you. But for right now, we're mega chilling. We're chilling. Let's throw a raid to Lily. She's playing a new game. I haven't raided her in a while. Let's go say hi to her. She's my friend. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, we very comfortably destroyed Act 1 and 2. Same thing will happen in Act 3. We've been carried by our wand from Act 1, like always. Am I going to win next week's race? Definitely not, buddy. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.